Do you ever sit in a meeting and feel like you should understand what is going on, but you're missing just one small piece of information? You don't want to sound rude or interrupt, but you need more clarity. This is something that a lot of my students tell me they have problems with, because by the time they have thought of the perfect way to ask the question, the conversation has already moved on and they feel even more awkward and generally don't ask the question. Well, today I'm going to show you how to ask for more information clearly and confidently in natural English. We'll look at two parts. First, how to ask for a project update. And second, how to ask for more details about something specific. When we want to know how a project is going, we often don't want to sound too formal or too pushy, especially when it is a team that you've been working with for a while. Let's start with some natural ways to ask. How are things going with the project? Could you give me a quick update? What's the latest on that? All of these are perfectly polite in most professional situations. They sound friendly and conversational, but still professional enough for meetings or emails. Slightly more formal, could you update me on the current status of the project? Would you mind sharing a short progress update? These are great when you are speaking to someone more senior or sending a written message. Let's listen how they work in context. Could you give me a quick update on the client migration? I just want to make sure that we're on track for Friday. You could also say the same thing in a simpler, non-request form. I just need a quick update on the client migration. Are we on track for Friday? Notice how both versions sound polite, but the tone depends on the relationship. The first uses a polite question form. The second sounds slightly more direct, but still friendly because of the tone. When asking for project updates, think friendly, short, and focused on progress. Use could you or what's the latest rather than tell me now. Sometimes the project is already explained, but you need more information about a specific point. Maybe a colleague says, we're changing the timeline. But what exactly does that mean? Here's how you can ask naturally. In our natural everyday English, could you explain that a bit more? What exactly do you mean by that? Can you clarify what's changing? Could you walk me through that? I'm not sure I follow. Could you go over that again? All of these are gentle ways to signal that you're interested, not confused. They show engagement, not doubt. Our slightly more formal options, could you elaborate on that point? Would you mind clarifying what you meant by? I'd appreciate a bit more detail on that. Here's how it sounds in a natural exchange. A colleague says, we've adjusted the rollout schedule. You reply, could you explain that a bit more? Are we moving the release date? You're not questioning, you're just making sure you understand. And that is key in professional communication. When asking for details, stay curious, not critical. Use could you or would you mind to keep it polite. And add a little phrase like a bit more or exactly to soften the tone a bit. Let's do a quick recap when asking for information. For project updates, could you give me a quick update? What's the latest on that? For details, could you explain that a bit more? Or would you mind clarifying what you meant by? If you want to sound polite but natural, focus on intonation and phrasing, not just the words that you're using. Oftentimes, specifically in British English, we use softening requests with small phrases like, just a quick one, or when you get a moment, if you don't mind me asking. They make even a direct question sound friendly and relaxed. Next time you're in a meeting and you're not quite sure what someone means, don't stay silent. Ask naturally, ask clearly, because clarity helps everyone. If you found this helpful, try using one of these questions in your next meeting. And tell me in the comments which one feels most natural to you.